Hey guys, we just finished up a trip here in Colorado Springs with a client of ours, and we just wanted to make a real quick video before we left. We're actually at the airport right now. Rocky's in the background. Just kind of titled the top 5 travel hacks that you need if you're on a budget like us.
One of the most money cost of kind of things is going to be, where you stay. If you don't like sleeping in cars, I mean, we've done it. We definitely don't love it. It sucks, it hurts. And of course you want to shower somewhere. The best thing you can do is get Couchsurfer. If you've never heard of Couchsurfer, it's an app where you can literally find people who are offering like a room for free and let you use a shower. They'll cook dinner for you sometimes. Like, some people could be really nice. Some people could just be pretty straightforward and just, here you go to sleep, wake up, shower, and you're out. It's different. Your first step for that would be to download the app, of course. They're gonna tell you to get verified and put in all this information. And you actually really wanna do that because that is how you get picked by these people. So when you have a verified account and all your information, your number, even put your credit card information, everything goes in until you get that 100%. A big problem we've had in the beginning is booking it the night of or before, or even a couple of days before. Not only do they probably not even have notifications on, but they just kind of get on whenever. So they don't know that you want to stay with them. Most people who host tell me over a week, 2 weeks at most. So you do have the trip planned really well. You're gonna wanna reach out to people in the area you're gonna be at a week or two in advance. That's gonna guarantee you a stay, and you can get everything provided. You can have their number, text back and forth. Everything's all comfortable and set, so when you're in that town, you got a place to stay, and you got a place to shower, and you're good to wake up on your next adventure.
Yeah, and they advertise it as a free service. They say do not charge for people staying. Yeah. Don't offer to pay if you're staying at somebody's house. Also, don't ask somebody to pay if they're staying at your house. They say don't do that at all. It's a completely free service. It's just a tight-knit community to help out travelers on a budget. So the number 2 thing for traveling on a budget that I put together that we've used since day one was using Google Flights. And it might seem like a really simple trick, off the bat, but people use Travelocity, hotels.com, Trivago, different travel things. But one thing that Google Flights does is when you open up the calendar after you select what your destination is, and you click on a date that you want to leave and you click on a date that you want to come back, what Google Flights will do is it'll give you a little suggestion and say either, hey, you've picked the cheapest day within a couple days, or if you book 2 days earlier, your flight will be half. And literally, I can't tell you, this saves us at least $100 a piece on flights. Yeah, every single time.
And it's super fast, and it updates with the time. Flights change 2 or 3 times on average a day, every day, within the month before. I check every day and I watch it go up and down, and it shows you every day and every price, so you can see those hot spots where the cheap days are. There's kind of a formula to flights where a lot of people like to say it's 20 to 30 days, but honestly it's completely random at most parts, and you just want to check it every day, and that's how you're going to get the cheapest flight out of all of it.
Yeah, but seriously, Google Flights tries to save you money, and I haven't seen that from any other travel style site.
Yeah, and there's no hidden fees. You go to Trivago and stuff, it's oh, here it is, you click on it, only $60. Well, after everything, man, that flight's over $100.
Right, so Google Flights is the way to go.
Yeah, everything's there for you.
The third thing that we have on our list, flying with somebody. Splitting an oversized suitcase will always be cheaper than having your own regular size suitcase, and that's another one that sounds pretty simple, but it literally will save you $50 plus each trip. A really big suitcase, just dividing it down the middle, putting your clothes on each side. We've done it since day one.
You're wondering, oh, why don't I just do a carry-on? Well, when you get your cheap flight, that flight is usually going to be Spirit or Frontier, and what those airlines do is that they have you charge for a carry-on, and better yet, it's either the same price or more than a checked bag, which is ridiculous. For example, Spirit would be $40 and for a check bag, and your carry-on would be $40 or maybe even $45.
Right, so it's never cheaper.
Right, so yeah, you're getting a cheap flight, but they kind of screw you with the bag. So you take advantage of that and you share with 2 people. It's like a 40-pound bag. That's easily enough for 2 people, especially if you're traveling on a budget.
We have an hour, 50 minutes till our flight, so we're kind of trying to wrap this video up.
Yeah.
Number 4 thing on our list on traveling on a budget. When you plan out a destination, you talk about where you're going, the next subject is, what are we gonna do there, obviously. And it's really easy to Google that. I mean, most people Google that. Most people say, things to do, yada yada. wherever you're going, things to do Colorado Springs. And it'll show you museums, it'll show you shopping malls, it'll show you things that usually cost money because people are paying money to be featured on Google for that reason. So the free way to find the best things to do in a certain area for us was to go on Instagram, literally open up Instagram, click the little magnifying glass, search places, type exactly where you're going. Yeah, type exactly where you're going. For example, we type Colorado Springs. There's 9 pictures that show up for the trending places to go. People always take pictures of beautiful places. So what we do naturally as photographers and videographers, we go to the most beautiful places. 9 times out of 10, it's a free place. It's a waterfall. It's a beautiful hiking trail. It's not a shopping mall, and you don't have to pay any money for that beautiful site that most people don't know about.
This is something we'll go into detail on a video just for it. The way certain pages to follow on Instagram and how to find people who, you know, travel like us, and they like, you know, they tell you where they are, and maybe they tell you how to get there or what it's like. And like other apps like All Trails and like Big Swings for swimming holes and everything like that. So we'll go into detail on that on another video. All right, the 5th and last one is the biggest one. A lot of people like to go to a city and kind of go around a city, or, you know, stay in the area, right? Well, we actually like to travel town to town. It's almost like a road trip, but we're starting in a different area. So our average trip is usually about 800 to 1,000 miles, and we clear that in about 4 or 5 days. That means that we have to get a rental car. And rental cars, first off, if you're 21, you can rent a car. You can rent a car if you're 18 even, I think, in just a select amount of states.
There's like a couple that'll
like
allow
New York or whatever. But you can be 21, and yes, there are fees that charge you daily. I found the best rental car place is Enterprise. I think it's like $10 a day. So that only adds up to like a 50-something upcharge, while other rental car places exceed over 100 or even 200. To take advantage of it though is way better with multiple people. So one time we went on a trip with 4 people and we had the car for 5 days. We were 21 and the thing was like $500, but we all spent like $120 each. And, you know, and that's a car. You can go anywhere you want.
Unlimited travel.
You have, that's the thing about the rental car. Unlimited travel, you have a place to keep your luggage and everything. That is a very stressful thing to think about. Oh, and third, you always have a place to sleep just in case you don't.
Sleeping is always
emergency sleeping in the car. So that's always a big one.
That basically wraps up. We actually might be late to our flight, so we got to wrap this video up. This has been top 5 tips, top 5 travel hacks if you're traveling on a budget, just because, and that's from 2 guys that have learned it since, you know, made mistakes doing it, so you don't have to.
Yeah, so like, comment below. We'll fill in any questions you have. And of course, we have lots of videos going into detail about those specific facts and many other things, that other kind of hacks and tricks like that.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get one, once a week, twice a week,
yeah,
over
once
these
a
very
week.
specific travel tips, like you said, from 2 guys that are doing it.
Yep, so hit subscribe, hit the bell. It'll notify you every time we post a video, and we'll see you next time.